Good afternoon, everyone. Coming to you from the office, but in my Navy service outfit because it is technically Veterans Day today, and just wanted to talk to you about career criminals. Um, in Texas, they're known as habitual offenders. In federal law, it's career criminal or career offenders. Um, uh, One or the other. For whatever reason, I was going through some things, and all of a sudden, the name of a guy that I had as a client many years ago came across my desk, and I don't know why all of a sudden I was thinking about this individual, but I don't know why I was thinking about this individual, but I was, and it was interesting because I was doing a very simple little case. It's the first time DWI, right? Well, um, the day that we were supposed to come in, that this individual was going to set up and do a plea, um, uh, the district attorney comes to me and looks at me and says, "So Douglas, I'm assuming that you did not know that this is like actually this individual's like fifth or sixth DWI, something like that." And I was like, "No, I did not," and he certainly didn't tell me, but it was apparently he was on parole or had just gotten off of parole. And again, this would have been, I think it was a 60 WI. Anyways, in Texas, you get a 60 WI, there's a real good chance that you're going to prison for like 25 years. You're going to life. I mean, it's especially if you take it to trial. I saw a lady not too long ago. She was in a county up in North Texas. She's got like life, a life sentence for DWIs, right? So, anyways, just because I am me, the way that I am, I ended up kind of googling this cat to see what was going on with him, and I found out a couple of interesting things. After the district attorney had agreed with me to go ahead and continue to treat it because I begged, just leave it at a first time DWI and make as many conditions as you want. They did. Well, what do you think ended up happening? Within about a year or so, he ended up getting another DWI. Well, this other DWI was actually treated as like a sixth or seventh, whatever the case may be, and he ended up, I think, taking an 8 year clip in prison, right? Well, uh, let's top that off with something else that happened. When he was in this one particular area, he was there working, helping people that were doing reconstruction after a hurricane, after a major storm. And as I was looking his name up, all of a sudden I saw convicted, same county, for about six different counts of fraud and theft in Texas. Basically, fraud, embezzlement, everything gets categorized under theft. But essentially, you take money to fix somebody's roof, for example, and then you don't do anything. Well, you can get arrested. It's actually a crime. And he had like six or seven different instances. And I knew that the individual was from another state. And all of a sudden, the district attorney, where they were prosecuting him, said he had been convicted multiple times for the same thing in this other state where he had told me that he used to live. So now you're talking about, I don't know, man, age 48, 50, yes, sir, age 48 or 50 years old, something to that effect, and already, you know, 12 felonies, something to that effect. Nothing, all of them, nothing really, really, really major unless you're the one that was out the money. But regardless, then I said, well, I wonder, what's going on? Sure enough, different county in Texas, another DWI, and like a felony aggravated assault of a family member, something to that effect. So we start talking about what does it mean? What is a habitual criminal? Okay, and if you have somebody that it can get enhanced at the federal level, okay, you have Armed Career Criminal Act. You also have a number of other different things at the state level. It just becomes enhanced, where ultimately your minimum sentences are no longer 2 years or even 5 years. They now become 25 years. So I wanted to take a look at what does our diagnostic statistical manual talk about mental disorders, about career criminals, people that just, I mean, it seems like they get arrested for a living. That's what they do. Okay. Now, people who habitually, there's the habitual criminal thing, and pervasively disregard or violate the rights and considerations of others without remorse is antisocial personality disorder. Now, the interesting thing about the antisocial personality disorder, I had read that they think that anywhere upwardly to about 40% of people that are incarcerated also have APD. But this is people that just, it's like drinking and driving. By the time that you're on your fourth or fifth or sixth one, I mean, either stop drinking or stop driving or both. But I mean, it becomes something that you just don't care. You're going to do whatever you're going to do, regardless of what the consequences are. So I wanted to just kind of touch base with you on that, let you know that there are people out there every single day that you're going out of your way to make sure that you don't violate the laws that we have, and there are other people that have this disorder that they just don't care. So on that note, enjoy your Veterans Day, and we will talk to you next time.